The Almohads, reformers and conquerors. The story of the Almohads begins in the heart of the Atlas Mountains in the early 12th century, at a time when the Maghreb was seeking unity and identity. This dynasty, known for its reformist ambition and spectacular expansion, profoundly shaped the history of North Africa and Muslim Spain. The Almohads were not just conquerors. They sought to be the guardians of a pure and unified vision of Islam. The founder of this dynasty, Ibn Tumart, was a Berber preacher and theologian of the Masmuda tribe. Trained in the East, he returned to the Maghreb with a clear mission: to purify the Islamic faith, which he viewed as corrupted by the excesses of the ruling Almoravids. Although admired for their religious austerity, the Almoravids were criticized by Ibn Tumart for their excessive literalism in interpreting Islamic law and their inability to address the spiritual and social needs of local populations. Ibn Tumart declared himself the Mahdi, a messianic figure destined to restore justice and purity to the Muslim world. Together with his followers, he established a community in the High Atlas called Tinmel. It was here that the Almohad movement was born, deriving its name from al-Muwahhidun, meaning those who proclaim the oneness of God. This community quickly organized into a determined spiritual and military force, intent on overthrowing the Almoravids. After Ibn Tumart's death in 1130, his disciple Abd al-Mu'min took over the movement's leadership. While Ibn Tumart was the visionary, Abd al-Mu'min proved to be the strategist. Under his command, the Almohads launched a series of military campaigns that would reshape the history of the Maghreb and Al-Andalus. In 1147, Marrakesh, the Almoravid capital, fell to the Almohads, marking the end of the Almoravid dynasty and the beginning of a new era. The Almohads didn't stop at dominating the Maghreb. Their ambitions extended across the Strait of Gibraltar. Al-Andalus, fragmented into a patchwork of Muslim kingdoms threatened by advancing Christian forces, became a priority for the Almohads. Abd al-Mu'min and his successors consolidated power in Muslim Spain. Under their rule, Seville emerged as a major political and cultural center. The height of Almohad power is epitomized by the reign of Yusuf al-Mansur, who ruled in the late 12th century. In 1195, he achieved a resounding victory against Christian forces at the Battle of Alarcos, temporarily halting the advance of northern Iberian kingdoms. This victory solidified the Almohads' role as the undisputed protectors of Islam in Spain, enhancing their prestige across the Muslim world. But the Almohads were not only warriors, they were also builders and cultural reformers. Their reign saw a flourishing of intellectual and artistic endeavors. In Marrakech, they constructed iconic monuments, such as the Koutoubia Mosque, renowned for its majestic minaret. In Seville, they left an invaluable architectural legacy, including the Giralda, now part of the city's cathedral. Intellectually, the Almohads promoted science, philosophy, and literature. Thinkers like Averroes, Ibn Rushd, and Ibn Tufayl thrived under their patronage, contributing to a golden age of knowledge that would influence not only the Islamic world, but also medieval Europe. However, the Almohad Empire faced challenges. Their strict religious orthodoxy, while effective in mobilizing their supporters, created tensions with some local communities, especially non-Muslims in Al-Andalus. Furthermore, their centralized power structure led to internal rivalries, weakening their political cohesion. The 13th century marked the beginning of Almohad decline. In 1212, they suffered a decisive defeat at the Battle of Las Navas de Tolosa against a coalition of Christian kingdoms. This battle paved the way for the Reconquista, the Christian reconquest of Spain. Meanwhile, in the Maghreb, new rivals such as the Marinids emerged, challenging Almohad authority. In 1269, the Marinids captured Marrakesh, ending Almohad rule. Despite their fall, the legacy of the Almohads endures. Their contributions to culture, architecture, and Islamic thought continue to fascinate historians and scholars. Their reign represents a period where religion, politics, and culture intertwined to shape the history of two continents. The Almohads embodied a vision, that of an empire unified by rigorous faith, yet driven by ambition for greatness and transformation. Their rich and complex history is etched into the stones of their monuments and the stories of the peoples they influenced. Through their triumphs and challenges, they remind us of the strength and fragility of empires striving to reconcile spiritual ideals with political realities.